You're live.
Yep. Wait, you're in it.
Okay. Let's add them from up there.
Okay, I did. Okay, y'all give me just a minute. We're figuring it out. Is she in here? Oh, she not that. Sorry, hold on. Okay, she's supposed to be in here, I believe.
I can see people.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't. I don't know how that
Okay,
happened.
they're watching me.
Okay, that person. There we go. She joined.
Cool.
She's supposed to. Okay, I'm recognizing names now. I have no idea how Jen got on here, like, at all. But that's hysterical. I still see her face, but I don't know how she got in here. Oh, hey. Okay. All right, guys. If you...
Are you still muted? Oh, we're on mute.
I'm on mute.
Okay, now you're live.
Okay. I think we have it figured out. Everyone's not in here yet. And we did the thing for the question and answer. I don't see where that's at, if they can do that to the side that we turned on. So I don't know if I'm ignoring that.
Tell them to try.
There it is. Opening Q&A. Okay. All right. There's 5 of them right now, and there was only 7 that had it.
Beautiful.
Okay, guys. How are y'all? Can y'all talk so I can hear you? To see if you're there.
Hello.
Okay.
Can I copy you?
Yes, they're there, but I can't hear.
Hello, Abbi and Addam.
There they are.
There we go.
Someone.
There we go. I heard somebody. Okay. All right. Do y'all have questions, or do you just want us to talk first? How are we going to get this started? There's questions on the right that you can submit if you want to. But those of you that want to talk can talk. Everyone can't talk at one time, though. So, and I can only see you, even though.
Was it made you interested in playing the role of Cage?
Yeah.
I've got a question. Cage is awesome.
Stuck at him. There we go.
I read the book and I realised that Cage is very similar to me in my life, and I approached Abbi, and I think he's an amazing character, and I'm really looking forward to playing him.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Answered.
Answered.
Have you read the other books from the series, or?
Okay, say that again.
I'm asking if you have read the other books from the series.
I've read so far While It Lasts, Sometimes It Lasts, and Fallen Too Far, which Abbi gave me. Next, I'm reading Just for Now, and then I'll make my way through the rest of them as well.
Existence is also fantastic.
What was that?
Also a book from Abbi.
Okay, it cut out. Repeat that question.
I'm talking about Existence.
Oh, Existence. No, Paranormal's kind of out right now, so I don't see that as going to the movies ever, really. We have a question to the right. Is there a set date for the movie?
At the moment, there isn't a set date, but we're working very hard to have it to you guys by next year, 2016. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. So, fingers crossed next year.
Okay, is somebody else asking a question?
I can see more people now.
Yeah.
Abbi.
I hear somebody asking a question, but they're not coming through very clear. Is there any talk of creating more of your books into movies? Well, that's a lie. Yes, there is, but I'm not going to talk about that right yet because I don't know. So that's all I got for that one. I can't give you any more information until I feel like it's more finalized. Hi, Taylor. You have a question?
Hello.
You have a question? You keep showing up on the screen.
go to
Taylor keeps dropping her
the
thing.
questions, I guess.
Abby, can I ask you a question?
Okay, ask it. We're listening. If you have like a mute thing when you're not asking questions, if you could click the mute, it helps with all this jumping up and down of the screen.
Well, we just got a question. Who is going to play Eva? This is a very interesting question that we get a lot. We're currently talking to some people who are very, very good for the role, and Abby and I are very happy about the people we are talking to. So hopefully we can we'll tell everyone soon. So give it maybe a few weeks, and we should know. Yeah.
So there's your answer for Eva, in case anybody missed it. All right. Now, some of you that are in the room, do you have questions?
Helen was on there as well.
Abby,
Yes.
Abby, what about the publication of your books in my country, Russia? Sea Breeze and Rosemary Beach.
You just have Rosemary Beach? Is that what you're saying? I honestly can't tell you. There's Jen again. Jen keeps showing up. Hi Jen. You're back. And you gotta mute your phone, Jen, because you're
What?
max mute Jen on your phone.
Shit. Okay. I ruin everything.
Okay. I muted you even though I love you, okay? Because you're loud in the background. Okay. No, I don't know what books I have in what countries. There's a list somewhere that my agent has, but I'm not sure which ones I have in Russia right now. What's the question over here that we missed?
We did miss one. It was a bit
This
lower.
one, to both of you. What part of the book are you most excited to film? You go first.
The lake scene.
This is only because he really likes his nipple.
Yes, I love my nipple piercing. So the lake scene.
I think that mine's probably going to be, I don't know. I like the lake scene as well, but I don't know. The little parts where they interact on the farm with the cows and her bringing him out stuff, I think that's going to be more exciting for me than the lake scene because I'm worried about Adam's obsession with his nipple.
And I'm very scared of cows.
So, yeah.
Really, I am scared of cows.
That's going to work out good.
Did it hurt to get your nipples pierced?
No, because I was, at the time, couldn't feel the pain. So we'll just say that I looked after myself beforehand, and I was unaware of what was going on.
You were aware of what was
I was aware. I was aware of what was going on.
He was very funny. I will give him that. He was hilarious.
It didn't hurt as much as everyone said it would, because Abby said it was going to hurt like a lot. And so the story is the man who was piercing me had piercings on his cheeks.
He did.
And he said the worst pain was his nipple piercing, so that scared me a lot, because this man had piercings on his face.
It just seems like it would hurt.
I know, but looks cool though. Pretty happy. We did miss one.
We missed one. We got to scroll down. Oops.
Oh.
who is playing Eva?
There we go.
We are talking to a few people about Eva at the moment, so hopefully we can find out in the next few weeks for you guys. And yeah, hopefully not too much longer, because I'm just as excited as everyone else is about finding Eva and locking her in as well.
Hold on. We missed one down here about Addam. Addam, how long are you going to be in the States, and are you going to Vegas with Abby?
I'm going to be in the States for until the end of June, and then I'm back mid-July for Vegas, New Orleans, and then back to Alabama for August, and then I might be going to Scotland as well for all the Scotland people out there.
Okay, and Addam, what was it that made you interested in playing the role of Cage?
When I looked at the book, I read first of all, I read the back of the book and I realized that Cage is very similar to me and what I've been through personally. And then I read the book and I was amazed by it. It's a very good story that needs to be told. And yeah, I just thought it was perfect for me. And when I read it, I was like basically casting myself in a role that's very similar to what I have been through. So yeah, really happy with it.
Does anyone in the room have a question before I read another one to the right? Y'all can ask before I answer one of these over here.
What? Do you have any other books that you want to be made into a movie, like out of your series?
Yes, I do. I would like to see Bad for You because I love Crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fallen Too Far, if it was done properly, and I
Oh
had
my
a voice.
God, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
While It Lasts is your favorite.
Yeah.
You'll make Cage jealous with the rest of them.
Yeah.
There's really no competition. Just
All right, Abby, is there for sure going to be a book connecting Rosemary and Seabreeze? That ending in Seabreeze had me like, yeah, okay. One day. Right now, Rosemary Beach has to end because Nate Finlay's still a baby in that series. So when that ends, I'll probably give it a couple years, and then I will do a book connecting the two. So it'll just go off. Anybody in the room want to ask a question before I read one from the right? I can speak up. Hi, I see a
someone's
wave.
waving.
Who's waving? Do you need to ask a question? I don't know who it is. Emma. Emma, do you want to ask a question? She's just going to wave.
Oh, she looked down. I think she's writing something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe she can't.
All right. Let's scroll up to the questions. Let's see what we have. Is Live Bait your inspiration for Live Bay? Yes. It isn't just it's exactly it. Everything about it I copied in the book. I gave it another name, and I described it to a T. So yes, that is definitely my inspiration. Will the film premiere in Mexico? We hope so. That's all we got. Any of y'all have a question? Or are y'all just going to stare at us?
What's the hardest part about like writing so many books?
The hardest part about writing so many books is my deadlines and having time to get out of this office. I spend a lot of time in this office, and I write a lot in this office. So that's the hardest part. And there's really not any. I like to be lost in my own head with my own characters. I like them a lot better sometimes than other people, so it works good for me.
I'm not that bad.
I enjoy being around Adam. He's not bad.
I'm hilarious.
He is definitely hilarious, yes. All right, any other questions over here? Okay. I'm going to scroll up then. And Abby, what made you decide that this was the book you wanted to make a movie first?
Yeah.
Well, I really had turned down option ideas or option offers from other people because I was going to have no control over the book being turned into a movie, and that scared me. And the interest was always in Fallen Too Far. And I didn't want them to mess up Russian Blair because that scared me too. So when I got the interest for While It Lasts, I loved Cage Neva's story, and it was through a way that I had more power, and I was going to get to have a voice in it. And if I had to pick a book out of the Secret series to go to the movie first, it would have been While It Lasts. It's my favorite one in the earlier part of the series. Abby, are you going to be in the movie at any point? Heck no. Abby is not an actor. Abby, are you interested in being a cameo with him While It Lasts? No, I'm not interested at all. Okay, where are we at? Hi, Adam. Read that one.
What do you think about Alabama? Did you enjoy the last few nights? Yes. I was getting looked at.
I'm staring at him.
I did a lot, so there's no pressure that I'm getting scared at. Yeah, it's an amazing place. So if you haven't been to Alabama and you can make it, I think you should try it because I really enjoyed here. The beach is very nice. I went down to Live Bait and where Seabreeze was based, and I love it all. So I'm really excited to film it.
And he's having a blast. Actually, the truth is this. At my house, there's always a bunch of teenagers at night. Like, when I say a bunch, I'm talking 20.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
And Adam's having to adjust to there always being a lot of teenagers here. And the girls may like him a little too much. So it's like he has them, right there at all times. It's a little tough, but he's handling it well. And tonight, they've all gone out, and it's awesome and quiet. And we're enjoying that. So he wasn't going to tell you that because he was being nice.
We start from the bottom and work upward.
Yeah, where was the last one we were at?
Then work up.
Oh, wait, this one, where was it?
You answered that one, yeah.
Abby, where do you come up with the names of your characters like Crit and Cage? Cage was a name that I had in my head. I was actually going to name my second son if I had one. I liked
kind of
it.
like your second son.
I kind of feel like that. I had, I can't remember where I heard it the first time, but I loved it. I didn't have a second son. So when I decided to use that name, that was the first one I wanted to use. I made Crit up like on a wild. I was just naming van characters that I never thought would have a story of their own. So I just gave them weird names, and now Crit became popular. I don't really know where that name came from. I was just sitting in my office and thought, hey, let's name him this weird name. So that's all I got for that. A lot of times I'll hear people yelling at their kids in the grocery stores, and I'll like their names, and I'll take them and things like that. But I don't really have anywhere specific. Does anybody in the room have a question?
Have your kids read your books?
No, Annabelle, my middle child, is reading until Friday night right now because she can. It is a young adult book, teen fiction. She can read that, but my books are not for children to read. So.
Yeah.
And would you want to read a book if your mother wrote about sex? Would you want to read that? I mean, think about it. No. All right. Get over here.
Please skip the few down.
That will be of a new series. Say a few words about it.
You want to know more about the new series? Is that what you're saying?
The film party.
Yeah. High school, football, pickup trucks, country boys, drama. Dark, more twisted issues than it was in the Vincent Boys. But it's the same feel. That's basically what it's about. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to go over well in the teen reading area. I needed something in it for that genre, so I'm excited about that. I think we got those.
There was a few that we missed. I don't know what they are. Down more. Yeah, I'll go down more.
Oh, boom, there's one. Addam, you read that one.
Addam, are you coming with Abby to Melbourne in October? Yes, I'll be there in October. I'm actually from Melbourne, so it won't be too far to travel for me, so I'll definitely be there.
All right.
There was one in there before about...
There's that one. You want to read that one in answer?
if this movie does well, do you think you'll do a movie for the other characters? If this movie does well, we plan on doing...
We plan on doing Sometimes It Lasts.
Yeah, Sometimes It Lasts, and then just see what happens from there, but
yeah.
hopefully it goes well. There was one about hot scenes I did see.
One about hot scenes.
I think I remember the question.
Maybe it's up here. Let's start at the top. Sorry, y'all. If y'all need to ask a question, ask one while we're looking.
Do you know any other languages?
I don't. He may.
No, I don't. I should know German, because I'm half German, so I should really learn that. I did know a little bit. Ich liebe der Hamburger. That means I like the hamburger. It's pretty important.
You don't really like the hamburger unless it's turkey.
Turkey burger. Yeah.
Adam likes turkey burgers a lot, I've learned. There's a question.
Addam, are you prepared for the hot parts of the story? Yes, I'm very prepared. And I'm excited. I'm very excited for that.
I know you are, that's why I'm laughing.
Can't wait.
Okay. All right. Anybody in there have a question?
Do you have a location?
Have you been to Russia?
I intend to come there. I'm waiting for my publisher there to bring me there. I normally go to other countries when the publisher that I have in that country brings me to that country. So when my publisher in Russia brings me, I will come. It moved. What was it about
The
location?
question was, do we have a location where we're going to film while it lasts? And the exciting thing is, we have the director coming to Alabama next week. So we're going to have a look around where the story Sea Breeze was created by Abbi and see where we're going to film it and if it's possible to film it in Alabama. So it's very exciting.
Okay. And there was one about Dallas, Addam, right there.
Yes, I really enjoyed my time in Dallas, and it was a pleasure to meet everyone, including Catherine. Catherine?
I don't.
It was a pleasure to meet everyone at Dallas. I had a great time, so hopefully I can come back soon or next year, but it's next year.
It won't be in Dallas. Hey, if you have noise coming through, mute your thing. If it's not you talking and there's noise in your house, if you can keep it muted so that it's easier to hear. Okay, does anyone else have a question before we read another question over here? Anyone in the room need to ask a question? So I'm about to move it over here. I can hear it coming back through. Abby, it's been a while since I read this book, but I don't remember if the rest of the gang is in there. If they are you going to cast them to a T or just fill them? We're going to cast them to a T. There was some issues with other casting that was done that we're working on to be fixed, but we're going to be very careful how we cast them because they are important, especially to the fans, and if we were to do other movies in the series, it would be important. Abby, is there, oh, we already answered that.
You're going to come to Washington.
Where, oh, Abby, are you ever going to come to Washington, D.C.? Well, I was actually just there a year ago this month. I did a signing there, and I love Washington, D.C., and I will be coming back. But I don't know when. It's not, I don't think it'll be this year. I don't think. I have a tour coming up in November with Atria, with Colleen Hoover, and I don't know where they're going to send us yet. They haven't given us the details. Could be Washington. No. Does anybody in the room want to ask a question?
Which is the most interesting country you ever visited?
The most interesting country I've ever been?
Yeah.
I would have to say France. Paris is definitely the most interesting that I've been to. What about you?
Mine would be America, only because there's so many parts of America that are really different. So, yeah, it's very interesting. So you should, if you can, make it to America. It's very exciting to see how every place you go is different.
Let's see. Abby, are you coming to New York City anytime soon? Yes, I will be in New York City in a week and a half. Go to abbyglines.com, go to where I'm going to be. I think it says events. Click on it, and all the details you need to know will be there. But I'll be in New York City middle of next week. I will head that way. Are you coming back to Chicago? Yes, I love Chicago. I don't know when I'll be back. Again, it's very possible I will be in Chicago on my tour in November. I just don't know those places and dates yet. Well, I'll ask you.
Will While It Lasts be going to theatres? Well, personally, I believe it will, but we can't say for sure. But I'm very positive that it's going to do very well and it's going to go to theatres. So I can't promise anything, but I do believe it will.
Okay, what about y'all in the room? You got a question? Before I find another one over here.
Can you find someone for the role of Marcus and Glow?
We will find someone for their role, and their role is very important. You want to take that? You know that?
Yes, their role is very, very important. We are talking to someone about Marcus, which is exciting. And yeah, all the characters within this book have to be perfectly cast. So we're going to make sure that we do the right thing by all the readers and the fans of Abbi's to make sure we do that. So yeah.
Okay. Anybody else in the room? Okay, I'm about to go here and grab a question. Oh gosh, to both of you. What is your favorite quote that Cade said? Girls, I can't remember quotes.
Mine
Cade
was
said.
there was something in her eyes that drew me in.
But it's definitely not mine.
I tried to make her sad and she tried to go away. I'm a romantic. Romantic. I do like the hot scenes though in the lake, so I'm really excited about that.
Only because you like your nipple.
My nipple is okay, thank you very much. I like
We
the
talk
picture.
about his nipple a lot, didn't we? Like several times.
Yep. It's a talking point in this household.
It is. We discuss it often. I'm looking at Cade's quotes if you wonder what I'm doing because I don't remember what all he said. I can't find it. I'm trying to get it word for word.
Trying to find a dirty one.
It's not a dirty one, actually. I can't find it. It's the one about his invisible fairy. And he talks about bringing them his favorite thing, and he's actually talking about the chocolate cake, which we all know he's not. He's just being a jerk. So that, I think it's funny. So that's one of my favorite things he does. Okay, does anybody in the room have a question before I go over here and find another question? Anybody in here with a question? Okay. Let's see. I know I saw some new ones come up.
Are you guys looking forward?
Hey,
I've been looking forward to the Eva Castle. I cannot wait. I'm excited. So, fingers crossed we can get that to everyone soon because I'll be very, very happy. So will Abby.
Yes,
Can you hear
Justice. We want that to be done and announced more than we do. So we're very, very anxious for that. Oh Lord, I've already answered that one.
Can we sing greetings?
Can you sing greetings to your Latin fan? Something Spanish, maybe? I would tell you something in Spanish if I could speak Spanish. But I can't speak Spanish, so I can't do that.
I wish I could speak Spanish because that's very, very sexy.
I wish I could do it too, and I cannot. So I'm sorry about that. We answered that, right? About location?
Yeah. Oh, Nan's story.
Oh, of course. No, you know who Nana is. He knows who Nana is and he hates her too. He's just read Fallen photo. Abby, what about Nan's story? I'm looking forward for that story. Honestly, I've never been as excited as a book as I am about Nan's because writing about a character that everyone hates and redeeming her and breaking her in two to make everyone actually feel sorry for her is going to be exciting. The main character for the guy in the book, I'm really excited about him. He actually has a C name too. Starts with a C, just like Cage.
He must be awesome.
He's awesome. I'm not going to say anything else about that. I'm also excited about the cover model that I have found to be that guy for the cover of that book. He's going to be perfect. So, let's see. Do any of you have a question in the room?
Adam, if there was another
Addam.
guy like her series that you would relate to, who would it be?
I'm getting Preston a lot. So I haven't read the Preston story yet, but Abby thinks that that could be another option, so I should read it. Because a lot of the girls that come past here that as teenagers are saying it as well, so I think that's the next one, and that's just for now. So
Yeah.
so I have to read just for now.
He really should because he would make a really good Preston. He's more of a goof than serious, and Preston is a goof. I'm not meaning that in a bad way. You're just funny. Cage isn't as funny as
I'm very serious.
He's very funny. He makes me laugh a lot, and Preston is funny, and Cage really isn't a funny guy like that.
I'll be bad the rest of the time.
I like him to be funny. It makes me laugh. I like Preston.
Well, I'm getting in the character right now.
Okay, well, this is character. All right. He's also sensitive. So, Abby, if you need extras for the movie, can you get me some? Yeah, sure. We'll think about it. I really don't know if I get to decide that. Abby, besides line dancing at the honky tonk, have you introduced Addam to any other Southern traditions?
Oh, what is that fried vegetable? I have a fried vegetable here.
It was fried okra and a hush puppy. He was given fried okra yesterday. He was not a fan of fried okra. I don't like fried okra either, so, but it was a Southern thing.
Can you give me your best Cage American accent? I actually did it in the nipple piercing video,
And it was really good. I don't know why he's not doing it now.
No, so I want to wait till they see the nipple piercing video.
He's gonna hold out for you. Sorry.
So you can see the nipple piercing video, which looks kind of cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
He's very excited about his nipple.
Mhm.
We mentioned that already. Let's see. Has anyone else been cast?
At the moment, we are speaking to a lot of people about a few roles, and one is kind of being cast, but we want to wait until we get a group of people together to do that, because the people we are talking to are big actors, so hopefully we can get this sorted soon so everyone can be happy, and especially Abby and I, because we're very excited about the people we are talking to.
Abby, where did it go? I saw a question and I lost it. It went away.
So Abby, are you awesome? Yes.
We've decided that is true.
That was totally my question. Sorry.
Abby, from all your series, who is your favorite couple? Other than Paige and Eva, because they are my favorite.
And I'm right here.
Yeah, they're definitely my favorite. I would have to say that my second favorite couple is probably a tie between Grant and Harlow and Crit and Blythe. So I'm torn between those two. Just because the whole Grant, when he looked at that hospital door and didn't move for hours, that's hard to get over. That was intense. So, but then you have Crit, who's awesome. So I don't know. Oh, do y'all have a question? Anybody in the room have a question?
Can you tell me when filming starts?
This is a good question. So at the moment we have a lot of meetings next month in LA, so I'll be in LA in June with some of the producers, and Abby will be coming at the end of June. So it all depends on that, but we are aiming to film at the end of this year or early next year and have it ready for everyone sometime 2016. So we'll just see how things go, and yeah, I think it will go well because we are in a very good position at the moment.
Anybody
Sorry,
else?
I've only just got myself sorted out because I'm in the UK and it's like 2:30 in the morning, and I've set my alarm specially to join you.
You're amazing.
So I'm looking haggard, and so excuse the way I look. I was in bed.
I'm just glad I'm getting to hear you talk because, you know, I'm British and all.
Well, I've had to move out of the bedroom because my husband was sleeping next to me, so I couldn't say anything.
And you couldn't have a man talk back because you didn't know what was going on.
Well, I've got headphones on, so he wouldn't have heard me, but he would have thought I was losing my mind or something. Also, can you tell us who has been picked to play AV yet?
At the moment, we are in talks with some, like I mentioned, some very big actors. Like they are really big and they're very talented, and they suit Eva perfectly. Sorry. To what Abby and I would like, and we both agree on the people we are talking to. So hopefully by the end of June or July, we can have that to you guys.
Cool. And do you know if she will be Australian like yourself, or would she be like American? At
the moment, we can say we can't say it's American or Australian, but she's an international actor. The ones we are talking are international actors or international stars, as you'd say. So, best case scenario, it's really, really good, the position we're in.
Cool, because on your on one of the announcements, it did say that it seemed to heavily imply that it could be someone from Pitch Perfect. If it's the actress in mind, I would be extremely happy, but that could be nothing.
That's a lot of the.
I'm getting that a lot.
That's a lot of the tweets that everyone is saying.
I don't know what it was I did that made people think that, because I didn't even watch that movie. I don't know.
Have you not seen it? Oh, that's a must.
I watched part of it, and when she started vomiting straight out, I got so grossed out, I quit. That's all I got.
And then the lady with the fairy.
I don't do vomit, so that just put me off the whole movie.
I don't do vomit in person, but I'm okay watching it on the telly as long as it's not anywhere near me. I'm good.
Addam pointed out to me that it was fake vomit, as if I didn't know that.
Just so you know.
We've already had this conversation, and he said it's fake vomit.
She didn't really vomit in that movie, maybe.
That was an awful lot of vomit, though. I mean, who has that much?
Disgusting. I didn't care that it was
so much fake vomit.
Addam, are you comfortable with the fact that obviously some of the, or I hope the film's going to be as racy as the book. Are you comfortable to do those kind of scenes?
I'm very, very, very comfortable with those scenes. I'm excited for those scenes. They say I'm too excited, but it's just me.
I'm trying not to say anything. Next question.
I'll let someone else say something now.
Anybody else with a question? You want us to pull us some over here? We got some to the side if one of you don't have one. Okay, let's see. Will you be doing more Google Hangouts? Yes, we will. Hopefully some more when he's in the States so we can do them together, but we can always do these separately too. So, but we do intend to do more of them. We're also going to do a Ustream on Thursday night. That I've done Ustreams before. It's been a while. So we're going to do the Ustream again too, but just look for that information coming. So Thursday afternoon Ustream.
I believe so.
Just making sure. Anybody in there have a question?
Abby, when are you hoping to come back to the UK?
What now? When am I coming back to the UK? When am I
Yeah.
bringing him? Okay.
Well,
I'll be in Aberdeen, Scotland in August, and so will he.
Adam's coming with you in August. I'm not going to that one.
Well, maybe you should. Come on, Emma. Drive on over.
I had another author at the York one that got me Adam's signature, so I was over the moon with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she posted it to me. I was like, yeah, I was poorly, I couldn't go, so
Well,
I
I'm
was over
glad
the
you
moon.
got a signature. Well, you will be with me in Aberdeen. I don't have any other UK things scheduled yet. That doesn't mean I won't come because everyone knows I'm obsessed with England. So if I can ever figure out a reason to get there, I go. So.
You need to come to Cornwall.
Adam, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh.
I can look older or younger. Acting, the beard. There was a question. What advice would you give to?
Okay. Abby, what advice would you give to aspiring writers? I would tell you to write every day because that's very important. And when you ask for someone's opinion on your writing, make sure it's someone that you trust. And if you get blocked and you can't go any further, you've written yourself into a hole and you need to erase stuff. You need to delete. You need to start over and write something more interesting. That's all I got right now. That's right daily. It's like a muscle. If you don't write, it gets bad. You got to keep at it. It gets better with time.
Abby, why did you decide to write a book?
Which one? While It Lasts? Are we talking about While It Lasts?
Just start writing, maybe.
Okay. When did I decide to write? You think that's what she's asking?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to write a book. My problem with writing a book was I got married very young and got busy and had a bunch of kids and I didn't have time. So when I got in my 30s, I was able to actually sit down and write my first book. That was something I always said I was going to do. I just hadn't had time to do it. I've been writing since I was a kid. It's something I've always loved to do. So I knew it was going to happen one day. I was going to write a book. I didn't know people were actually going to read it. I just knew I was going to write it. So luckily, people read it and it worked.
Adam, are there other productions you have done? Yes, you can have a look on YouTube or Google and you'll find them on IMDb, the things that I've done. But I've spent the majority of the last 9 years studying acting as well, so this is the acting break that actors dream of. So I'm very excited to play Cage and work with Abby and bring this character to life for everyone.
Did you enjoy the book, Adam?
I love the book. And I love
It's one of my
Falling Too
favourites.
Far, which I just read on the plane recently. So, big fan of Abby's writing.
Everyone kept talking about Rush at book signings because, you know, that's what they do. So I felt like he needed to read Falling Too Far to understand what the fuss was about. Rush isn't my kind of guy. Well, he is after a while, but in the beginning I would have knocked him out or shot him with my gun, I guess.
Cage was definitely my favourite, I have to say.
Yeah, Falling
That,
so.
I said you were my favorite, and then I named off the other.
say Cage is the favourite.
Yes, definitely.
I'm happy. I'm very stoked.
You've got a lot to live up to.
What was that?
I said you have a lot to live up to.
I'm very excited. I can't wait for all the scenes.
Okay, I'm sliding in my chair. Get it, Jen.
Adam, what is your favorite?
Uh-oh, you froze up. Ask that one more time. Ask again.
Does my hair look like?
Okay, can you repeat the question?
Adam, what is your favorite book?
Favorite book. Other than While It Lasts.
Other than While It Lasts, it's Sometimes It Lasts.
Give me five. That was awesome.
I just owned that. I did.
Oh, that was great. Okay.
Adam, besides Abby, who's your favorite author?
Well, I'll be honest with everyone. I don't read a lot of books because I'm reading a lot of scripts a lot of the time. So when you're acting, you're either reading theatre plays or movie scripts that you audition for. But I did read J.K. Rowling in the Harry Potter series, so that would be the other one. But Abby is my favourite.
Okay, you have a question.
Cuddles.
You have
So
a
yeah,
question. Up there.
do you have any, say, movie soundtrack?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's me, but I don't know the answer, so I'm asking.
Yes,
you.
we are talking to like amazing people about the soundtrack. Amazing people. And Abby does have a say, so it's going to be really, really cool.
Okay. Anybody else have a question in here? Oh, there's
Yeah,
Mary.
Abby, how much input do you get into the movie? Do you get to be involved quite a lot or not?
So far, I've been very involved.
Very close. Look, we're working very closely.
A lot more involved than I knew I was going to be. I'm glad that I'm involved. I'm glad that they've actually care what my opinion is, which is good. So, yes. I mean, so far, so good. It says his way home. You have a question?
Adam, how did you enjoy the photo shoot the other day?
Photo shoot. Well, before I started acting, I was 14 or 15, and I started off with a lot of modelling stuff, and then I moved across to acting when I decided that's something I really enjoyed. So it's something I'm comfortable in, and I really like to think what the person, whether it be a director or the photographer, is wanting from behind the camera. So I get to play creatively, so I really enjoy that. And I liked the shots we got, so hopefully you like them as well.
It was a fun day. It was fun to get to watch.
I got to drive a Mustang
That was fun on the wrong side of the road.
on the wrong side of the road, and I did not speed.
Yes, you did. He's lying to you. All right, does anybody have any questions? We have some over here, but y'all go first if you have one in the room.
We can see Mary's photo.
Yeah,
She
but
just
she's
arrived.
not. Okay.
I have no idea why I can't enable my video on my phone, so I'm so sorry.
We can hear you now, Mary. Hello.
Yes.
Yep, hi! I'm so sorry I can't see me. I have no idea how to activate this camera thing.
It's a really good picture, though.
It is really
Yeah, it's it's practically just a side view, so that's probably safe.
All right. Any questions over here before I pull one off the side? Anybody in the room? Oh, look, Adam. Apparently they missed that.
Adam, you have to read Fallen Too Far. I have read it on the plane, and I really, really loved it.
See? I made him read it. It was a forced thing.
Abby gives me a lot of books, and he goes, read them. So I read a lot of books now.
Yeah. Abby has a lot of books. All right. think I lost the new ones that came in. The new questions. If y'all got any in the room, y'all can ask them. I'm looking over here at these questions to find the ones we haven't answered.
Abby, if you caught a goldfish, what the fishes will make come true?
It was to.
I know, but I don't know what she said. Did you understand?
Can you repeat the question? It cut out a little bit, so we couldn't understand it.
I heard part of it, but I didn't hear all of it. Okay. I didn't hear you. Can you repeat it? I hate to move on to another question. She disappeared. Oh, I think she's having problems. Random question, is Harlow around? I put her up. She's in another room. She likes to jump on Addam, and it's very distracting.
She wants me to take her to Australia.
He's not taking my dog to Australia. He's also, yeah, I'm not going to say that because that's creepy. That's what I'm saying.
That's creepy.
Yes. Didn't say that. But yeah, no.
I'm
Harlow,
loved.
yeah, we moved Harlow out of here. She's female. She's trying to jump all over Addam, so it wasn't working. No, she's a female.
Abby, is your daughter crushing on Addam?
Yes. The youngest one, no. She's, he's a man to her, so no. My middle one, yes. But she's not being ridiculous with it, so I gotta say I'm pretty proud of her. Some of her friends are a little bit more ridiculous.
Teenage girls, eh?
Yeah. Okay. I saw some come over here. Abby, I know it was a long time ago, but let me tell you that I adore the Existence trilogy. It was amazing. I'll read it 1,000 times if I can. Thank you. I love that series too. It was fun to write. Writing about death is fun, as a person, not actual death, but you have to read the book to understand what it's about. Don't look at me like that. It was fun to write something. But it's out of nothing. Some weird write about death. All right. Any questions over here for y'all? No, in the room.
I was basically. Yep.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Okay. Somebody needs to ask a question. I'm getting tired of scrolling through those over there.
Has any other parts been cast yet?
It's a tough thing because with the industry we have to get a lot of things right. So we are talking to the ideal person we want to play Eva. So we're talking to her, and we're talking to a few other actors about other roles. So hopefully in the next, I'd say, few weeks to hopefully not a few months, that we'd have those to you, because it's a very exciting time going to LA and having those meetings with those people, those companies and people we're talking to, and we know that you've been waiting a long time to find out who Eva will be, and so have I. So I'm really excited to finally find my Eva, we'll say.
Anybody else have a question? We're running out of time, so we.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
I heard somebody ask something, but it wasn't clear.
Okay.
I'm asking about favorite childhood memory.
Okay, I heard I'm asking both of you, and then it went out. It kind of. Try again.
I'm asking about favorite childhood memory.
Abby,
I don't know what you're saying.
No,
Yeah, it keeps cutting. You keep getting cut off by somebody else.
there was the bubble.
Abby, as your children relate to your work.
Okay, what? Repeat that. Repeat it, please. You gonna repeat it? All right. What's your favorite country musicians? My favorite country musicians are a little big town. I love all their music, and I grew up with Jimmy Westbrook, which is in the band, so that also makes them my favorite country music. His favorite country musicians are.
I've only been in town for a week or two, so I'd say Bob Schneider.
In Texas, we took him to a live concert at Billy Bob's to listen to Bob Schneider. You people probably don't know who the heck that is, but that is Adam's favorite country.
And I had a dance, and apparently they were filming me,
Yeah.
which is all over the internet now. So.
Because it's awesome. Okay, does anybody in the room have a question?
What do you think will be the hardest scene to shoot in this movie?
What do we think will be the hardest scene?
Yep.
As with this sort of film, because it's a romantic film, the main thing is if the chemistry is right between the actors, then the whole film should be relatively easy because we'd feel comfortable and we'd want to do those scenes together and get the best result. So if we find the right Eva, which I'm sure we will, there should not be any hard scenes. They're all going to be fun to film, and we're going to hopefully show that on the screens that you can see two people that are in love.
All right, that's great.
Adam and Abby, can you send me a Cage Work shirt to Chile? Well, if you win, we'll pick people before it's over. Random picks. If you win, it's international. Oh, there was a new question and it ran away. Abby, who's the one that sings all your songs on SoundCloud and iTunes? I don't have one person that sings all my songs. Each character has a new voice, and none of them have. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure.
They're not me.
They're not Adam. Adam doesn't sing any of my songs. Everyone is different. Each voice is a different person. That a guy I work with closely to do the songs, he helps me choose the people to sing them. So honestly, I don't even know some of their names. I forgot. It's been a while.
Was it difficult to pick a guy to sing Rush's song?
Actually, no. It was super easy. The guy that helped me write the song said I have a guy with the voice that we need. He let me hear it. It was incredible. Bam, we had a singer. It was really easy. But the guy that helped me, like I said, with the songs, he was just with that guy. So.
Are the songs going to be part of the movie?
Well, I only have the one song that's been recorded from the books, which is Heartbreaker. And we will put it into the movie, but technically it's sometimes it lasts.
Yeah.
So the song was never really put to music. That was at the end of the first book. So we would have to actually put a song in there to take its place.
Yep.
Adam should sing it.
He doesn't sing bad, but Eva has to sing that song.
He dances nicely though.
Sing it, and I said if he doesn't sing bad. All right, running out of time. Any more questions?
I think I don't know if this was asked, but will the movie be just while it lasts, or is it going to include a part of sometimes it lasts?
You answered it.
So the first movie will be while it lasts.
All right.
And then if we do well, and I think we will, then our hope is to make the sequel. Sometimes it lasts. So.
It's great.
But yeah, the main thing with this whole process is to make sure that we're all working closely together, because we want Abby to have a big say in how the script is and how the music is, because it's her world. So that's a very exciting process to work with Abby and the director on that. So it's going to be very exciting.
All right, that's great.
All right, what about over here? Anybody else in the room have a question? Adam, you got a question?
Adam, do you have a brother? Is that who I think he is?
Who it is?
Yes, I do have a brother. I am actually one of 6 kids, so my youngest brother is 6. And then I have a 9-year-old brother, and my sister's 16, and my older brother's 25, and my eldest sister's 31. So it's a big family.
Wow, that's a varied age group.
That's it. We have a very good question here. Adam, do you feel that Eva is your type, or could you see yourself with one of the other female characters more? The reason why...
Adam, what do you like doing in your spare time?
Well, I'll answer this question, then I'll answer is Anastasia. With the Eva is exactly who I'd see myself falling in love with, because that's very, very similar to my life and what I've experienced. Because I did fall in love with a girl who's very much like Eva, so that's how I resonated with the book so much. In terms of what I like to do in my spare time, I like to go to the gym with Abby. I like to walk with Abby. Lately, I like to talk about my nipple piercing a lot. It's very cool.
A lot.
A lot. It's pretty cool, Abby. It's a pretty important deal.
He wants to get a Twitter account for his nipple.
I think we should start a Twitter account for the nipple. I got this pierced.
Do it.
Are you keep them in after you're done filming?
What was that?
Are you gonna keep them in after you're done filming your piercings?
Well, at the moment, my nipple is quite famous on Twitter without us knowing. It's pretty famous. Has anyone seen that? It's pretty. But I actually like it. I don't have any other piercings or tattoos, and I never wanted any. But yeah, it's growing on me. So at the moment, I won't take it out.
All right, y'all. We've got 4 minutes left. He's not going to do the cage accent for you.
The cage accent is on the nipple piercing video.
Yeah, he did do it that night, and it was really good. But I can't get him to just...
I know,
He's a perfectionist, so he won't just come out with it. Yeah.
So when you learn accents, it basically is, if you learn an American accent or a Russian accent or anything, it's very hard to do if you're not from there, when you're just making up what you're saying. So a lot of the time when actors prepare these things, they go over the scripts and what they're about to say, and they rehearse that a lot. So I don't want to give the wrong impression of the accent. I'd much rather make sure it's ready, so when the movie comes out that you don't even know that I'm Australian and I'm very southern.
Working on that.
I am.
We're working
We've
on
got
it.
the right people.
I don't know who he's talking about. I'm British.
I'm British.
Yeah.
I'm British.
You
are British.
Definitely British, Emma.
Anyone else have any questions?
Yeah. Anyone else have any more questions? No more questions. Okay, I'm going to scroll and randomly pick people. Jay Catherine, if you're in here. Brittany Shannon and Caitlin King. You need to email info, I-N-F-O, @abbyglines.com with your shipping address and your t-shirt size. You have 1 signed t-shirts. That was very random. I didn't even read your questions. I just read names. So the 3 of you, if you could do that for emails. We also have a surprise for you. That's why I was looking at my phone. I was not trying to be rude while I was letting Adam answer questions.
It's very exciting.
I was trying to get something posted that you would see as soon as this is over, and it's not posted yet. It's supposed to be. But it will be in the next few seconds because I'm working on it right now.
Where will it be on the blog?
It's going to be on the Instagram, the While It Lasts movie Instagram account. And it will also be on the While It Lasts movie Twitter. If you haven't followed either one of those, you really need to be, because they're going to start having more and more footage and cool things and behind the scenes type stuff and info that you're going to need. So if you're not following that, you really, really need to be following that. So.
And make sure you comment and like and see if you like it.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. I'm in love with it. So this is who's supposed to be posting it right now. So I'm gonna tell her.
Is there any other questions?
I don't know if anyone's already asked this, but when does filming start? Have you got a date?
So at the moment, we are talking to. There's a few producers involved, and we have got a director who we think is perfect for the project, who we're hoping to announce over the next couple of weeks. He's an international director, so everyone would like him. And we're working on the script, and we're up to the 9th draft, but we're working closely with Abbi to make sure it's perfect, because we want this film to be perfect, so if it goes well, we can make some more films. So I'd hopefully want to start filming by the end of the year or early next year and have it to you guys by 2016 sometime.
Cool.
Oh, please answer this question, Adam, because I want to answer.
Addam, would you have gotten your nipple pierced if you were not cast in the movie?
Mm.
No, because I was very, very scared.
Yes, no, he wouldn't have. I thought at one point he might not be getting it pierced to Dallas.
So they said to me that I had to go behind my nipple with like a needle. And that's very scary. So make sure you watch the nipple piercing video. It's quite funny.
It's coming soon, I promise. There was another one that was funny. Dang it. Abbi, who is your favorite author? My favorite author would be Jane Austen. That would be my favorite author. I saw another one that was funny and it ran away. These things move.
We need the funny ones.
What is one thing you would like to do in America before you leave?
Well, I've tried an In-N-Out burger when I was in LA. That's one thing everyone needs to do when they're in America. I wanted to go bull riding, but then a friend of ours hurt her tooth, so I don't really want to go bull riding. And there's a video on my Instagram of
I was
someone.
about to say, after that, what we saw, you want to go bull riding?
No, beforehand I wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
I drove a massive car today on the wrong side of the road.
It's just an SUV.
It was the size of a truck. This thing was big. Yeah, it was big. So I don't know what else I want to do. What else is fun to do?
What have you not done?
Done a lot of things. I'll have a think about that and let people know.
I'll Instagram it, I'm sure.
We'll Instagram it.
Okay, we've gone over like a whole minute, so I have named the winners, and I'm going to check real quick and see if it's posted on Instagram.
I hope so.
I hope so. I'm sending like email, text with a bunch of exclamation points. Okay, well, it will be in just a few moments. You know, like I said, While It Lasts movie, Instagram, and While It Lasts, it's just While It Lasts.
While It Lasts
Twitter.
movie on Instagram.
Okay, it's While It Lasts movie on Twitter as well. You need to follow those. It's very important.
Give it a like and a retweet.
Yes.
Awesome.
I think we're done. We've been at this an hour.
Thank you, ladies. Very, very
Thank you.
I love you
Thank
guys.
Love you all as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's fun.
Thank
I'm going
you.
back to bed.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank